like my favorite thing about this guy? Check him out. We can make him moonwalk. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is TDC, and welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved here on the Pooping Evolved Eternal server. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic today. So I just wanted to bring you guys over here real quick to show you that I have got this guy all the way up to max melee right now, and it is insane. It is so cool. 128,000 per bite. Man, this guy is fantastic. Oh, that guy was already dead. But yeah, so let's check out the fire. I actually haven't checked out his fire breath yet. 31,000. That is nuts. It's so cool, man. I am having a blast with this guy. Combat is amazing. There we go. 31,000. It stacks so fast. It's crazy. Oh, so much fun. This guy just wrecks so much face. Come here. He does kind of get like stuck on things every now and then, but his turn radius is much sharper than a normal vanilla Rex, so it's pretty awesome. Oh, and then one of the my favorite thing about this guy, check him out. We can make him moonwalk. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's the best. He has this like little jump thing, and he kind of floats. And if you just hold back and then just tap space, he kind of does like this moonwalk thing, and it's fantastic. I love it so much. But yeah, so we are going to be doing some building today, and it actually should be pretty cool. I got some plots laid out that I want to try to work with to kind of constrain ourselves on where and how we build. I think it'll be kind of cool. So we are going to head back and get to work. Alright, so what do we think? I actually dyed my hair too. I wanted to do like two-tone, like have white and then cyan, but it only lets you do one color. Now I'm wondering if like somebody can paint the hair a different color. Like you just can't paint it yourself because you do it in the scissors menu and you only do like one color. But if somebody were actually like tag us with a paintbrush or something like that, I'm wondering if they could do a separate color. So we may have to start up like a hair dye business. Come in for a oh, we'll have to build a barber shop. That'd be cool. But yeah, so I added in some doors over here on the farmhouse, and I wanted to take a look real quick. I also found these things too. These are like banners from the Castles and Keeps thing, the masonry table. Those I think look pretty cool. We may try to paint them and see if we can change the color on them, but for right now we'll just leave them as white. But I'm wondering if we can use wooden rails for some of these doors instead. Just real quick, and then we'll get to our 3x3 log cabin today. I think that's what we're going to try to build. But I'm thinking if we can do the wooden rails, it might look a little bit better. So if we come in here, I've actually crafted up a ton of stuff in here. So let's go ahead and grab like 25 of these. I think that should be good. But if we take... it used to be a thing. I don't know if it still is. We'll have to check. But you used to be able to put the rails on top of walls, and if you're using the S+ stuff, you should be able to pop them in. No, it doesn't work anymore. What if we did something like that? No, I don't like that. Dang it. That's dumb. I thought that was gonna work. What if we swapped them out for normal guys though? Let's see. Can we even get it to snap there now? Ooh, we can't. What is happening? Alright, so put that up. Okay, now it'll go in. I don't know. I kind of like that one. That's pretty good. The doors, I normally use these as windows and stuff like that, but I mean obviously you can tell that they're doors. But I just think that they look good as windows, just kind of something different from the normal. So I don't know. We'll leave it and kind of think on it for a little bit and see. I'll come back and mess around some more, but let's get to building today. So these are our two foundations that I've kind of chose for our area. I've kind of laid them down and trying to figure out like the right spot, and I think this would be cool. So this house I think will be facing this way, and then this one will be kind of facing across the way like towards my place, and then we can have like a little garden or something like right here. I don't know, it should be kind of cool, but let's just see what we can do. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I have everything we need to build and get organized, and then we'll come back and get to it. Okay, so we're gonna try to do something a little bit weird with this one and use only wood. I think it'll be kind of cool just to see how we can get this to work out correctly. It's gonna be pretty small considering it's a 3x3, but we're gonna try to cram as much into it as possible, so like as much detail as we possibly can. And I forgot the front door. Great. We are gonna be using a stone foundation though, just because I believe that it looks better from the outside. As far as like using a solid wood stuff like that, you know, it's okay, but it just makes sense to have a solid stone foundation. So let's do like this, like that, and do we want to come up one more? I think we might want to make this just a little bit taller because we can utilize the vertical space for storage and whatever else. Now, and I'm really not sure on the insides of these houses and stuff like that. Every house that we build, I don't think we're going to be adding a whole bunch of stuff. At least I don't plan on it. We'll have this one, you know, like this is our crafting area, so we got a bunch of stuff inside here, but I don't know how this game works as far as like lag and FPS issues and stuff like that. So I feel like the more stuff we place down, the harder the FPS hit is going to be, right? Because it's got to render in all these things, and I don't know how the rendering mechanics work in this game. So I don't want to add a bunch of unnecessary things that the game has to work for. So I think they'll kind of mostly be facades. It makes sense to have it like that, and we'll kind of figure it out from there. But I think come up one more here, and let's go grab some more items. So we need to grab a front door, and then we need to grab some of those corner pieces. So let's grab, we really don't even need that many, but let's grab this much. We'll grab one of you, and then do I have normal wooden doors in here somewhere? Yeah. Okay, so we got these guys, we got our pillars, we got some railings. I think we should be good for now. So let's, let me out please. Let's try doing this guy first. We'll put this in. So the front door is going to be kind of set back like this, and that way we've got like some room for whatever we want to do right there and that sort of thing. So let's put, oh come on, put a window there, and we'll put a wall there, and then I suppose we need a wall here, and then we'll take these guys. We're just gonna do kind of like a normal sloped roof like so, and then we'll do this side and this side. And then as far as the actual roof itself, we can go ahead and put that in, and then we'll come back and we're going to try to add a little bit more detail to this, because right now, while I think it probably looks okay, we'll do that like that, it is a little dull in my opinion, but it doesn't look bad. And I'm wondering, hold on, let's try pick this guy up. Let's go grab a wooden ramp. I want to see what wooden stairs would look like in the front instead of having a foundation. Do I have ramps? Oh, I didn't craft any ramps. Okay, so wood, let's just craft 100 of them, and then we'll just grab one for right now. So that should be good. I've never built a log cabin in this game before. Huh. You know what? If we did, we might do some adjusting on these parts here. I'd kind of like these to be angled if we could. That might take some fiddling around, but I think we could get it to work. Maybe. Give me a little bit. I'm gonna mess around with some stuff here and see what I can come up with. Not exactly what I was going for, and I don't think I can pull off what I see in my head. We'd really need more of like that one from the Castles and Keeps mod, where, I mean, we can try that one real quick, but I don't think that's really going to work either, because if we do that, then we're going to have to switch out all the other foundations for that, and I mean, that'd be fine, I suppose, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so structures, foundations, triangular right, triangular left. Let's make a couple of those. Make a couple of these. Hopefully. Do we already have some in here somewhere? Where'd those go? Gotta be in. Oh, they're right here. Okay, so we'll get this one. We'll grab a couple of these and we'll give these a shot. Yeah, see, this is what we were talking about the other day in the last video when me and Drax were doing the building, is you can only snap to like 2 sides. You can't snap to this inside corner. That drives me nuts. I guess it makes sense because I think that this, well, it shouldn't be. I would say I think that that is longer than the sides here, but I'm not real sure. Ah, that's such a bummer. Okay, so we'll just have to stick true to our 3x3 foundation build here, and I think we should be okay. Okay, so we got it just about back to where it was. I've added a couple of different things here. So instead of having a normal thatch roof up there, I put in a sloped one. I think that looks a little bit better. Then I also added some windows in. So let's see about these wooden pillars. And normally we use these stone ones. I'm not a huge fan of the wooden ones, but I think in this case it looks pretty decent. So we'll run these guys up like so. Do we want to do, I don't know. We may go ahead and not put one up there. We'll just kind of see. But we'll put these guys in real quick as well. Then I may actually, just to kind of follow, well, I don't know, the wood one doesn't look bad. I was going to say we'd swap out the bottom pillar here for stone ones. That might not look too bad, but I mean, this is a wooden cabin after all, right? So we need to try to keep it as wood as possible. Looks like we're going to have to grab a couple more. Maybe. We also need to throw in the rest of the windows too, yeah. So we're going to need to grab a couple more pillars, but we'll go grab those here in just a little bit. Let's do a few more small windows here. So I think probably not want to do one right there because I think we're going to put in a fireplace. So let's see. Do we want to do any at ground level? Let's just try. We'll put in one right here and then see what that looks like. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm going to do the same thing on this side too. Trying to stay away from being as symmetrical as we can, but sometimes it just helps to have symmetrical things. Okay, so let's do this. Put in the door. Yeah, I think it's coming along. So let me mess around with this a little bit more, see what else we can squeeze into this place, and we'll come back and take a look. Okay, well, I want to try something a little odd here. Let's go, we'll pull that out. And then I was kind of thinking we could do like storage or something in there, but it does look a little funky on the inside, but it kind of gives sense to these windows. Not sure. Maybe we could just do it on like one side. So if we do, let's put away our gun. We did something like that, and then we come back in with, do we have another ramp? No. We could put a ramp up to this one, and then it would just be kind of something a little bit different. I don't know, it still kind of look a little funky, doesn't it? I don't know. I switched out the bottom pillars for stone, and I do think that I like that better, as much as I didn't want to do that. It just kind of makes sense. If the foundation is stone, then these wooden pillars would be sunk into the ground with stone also. Yeah, so we're getting somewhere, slowly but surely. Alright, I was going to show you real quick before the sun comes up. I changed the color of the lights to tangerine instead of just straight white. and it's got a little bit more of a red hue to it. So this is like the default color, which I think is awful. It's just way too red. I mean, it's most realistic, but it's so hard to see anything. Like if you change all your, or if you keep all your torches to the same color, it's so hard to see anything. It stays so dark. So I think we are going to be using tangerine as kind of like our go-to color for everything, at least for the torches on that I placed down. So let's put in a couple of these wall torches here. I think that's good. And then I also added in this little cubby thing on the inside, which I need to go inside and take out these. So that's like a little bit of extra storage in here, right? So you got storage on the inside, and then you've also got storage on the outside, which I think is kind of cool. And it holds true, sort of, to the 3x3-ness that we're doing with this house. So I think it looks okay. But then we should probably also put some torches on the outside here, like so. And then I'll come back in and light all these later and change the color of everything a little bit later on. And then where do we gonna do torches on this side? I feel like we should. I guess we probably want to do torches on the inside also. The only problem I have with the torches is the light doesn't stay inside of the house. So like at nighttime, you can kind of see over there, he's got a bunch of torches into, I guess most of that is his mantis, but he's got like this, actually what is going over here? Is it the forge? No, okay, so he's got torches on the outside, and it just lights everything up, even if it's on, well, I thought those were on the inside. I guess those are on the outside. Oh, fair enough. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure. But that is... Excuse me? Really? I guess that's a thing now. But yeah, so we'll have to see about the torches. I don't want to spam too many torches and then just have like a bunch of like ambient light at the nighttime. So we'll kind of have to just see what it looks like. But there is one more thing that I want to add to this house on the outside, and then I think we will call it quits. So I think this episode's running a little bit long, so let me go ahead and get started on this real quick. Oh, I didn't need those. And I will be right back. Okay, so I'm hoping that I can actually place some of these things. Yeah, it looks like these are okay. I'm still having problems with some of the eco stuff, and I don't know what the deal is and why I can't place anything. Driving me kind of crazy, but we're just gonna kind of throw in some pumpkins here, and this can be kind of like a little garden thing that this guy's working on or something. Who knows? I don't really know. I think it works okay. And then I've also got a scarecrow, which I guess we could maybe put right there. I don't know about this. This may come out. Why is it so orange? I don't know why it's so orange. So we got all that. Now I've also got a couple of the plants too, but let's see. I want to see. I've got some of these planter boxes. Can we put these in yet? Well, they actually, no, I still can't place them. I don't know what the deal is, man. I think I'm gonna have to like uninstall the whole game and then reinstall and see if that helps, because I can't place any of them. You can kind of see that it flashes green for a second sometimes in some spots, but I can't get any of that stuff to place. I can't get that to place. I can't get the do I have hanging ivy? I don't on me, but I also wanted to see what this was. I saw this. Oh god, this thing is huge. That is pretty neat though. It kind of takes the fun out of maybe building one yourself, but it looks nice. I don't know. That's a pergola. Interesting. Alright, well, we will stick to what we do today, and I think we're just about done. I guess we can go ahead and lay down the rest of these pumpkins here. Might as well, right? So we'll turn it so it's a little bit different. I think I got a couple more of the other ones. Yeah. It's so hard with the ground clutter here. So we'll do that. We'll come around like that. So I think that is good enough. Yeah. Alright, was there anything else that I wanted to do? I think that was about it. I've got some other plants and stuff we could maybe put down? I wanted to do something right here in the corner. Like that. You know what this place needs is some trees. Oh yeah, let's find some trees real quick that we can place down. Oh, this tree is pretty massive. Didn't know it was going to be this big, but I think maybe it'll work as long as there's not a bunch of like hanging stuff. We'll try to put it right there. That may not work because I don't know how tall this house is going to be, and that looks pretty low. So let's pick this up. Let's try to place it this way maybe. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. That is so cool. Alright, so then I also got some of these big, they're called Redwood Bushes or something. What are these things called? This is all part of the Ecos mod. It's about the only thing I can place from. Redwood Shrub. Alright, so let's just place it and see how big this thing is. Ah, that's kind of cool. It's like a little sapling type thing. Now, am I ever going to be able to find the hitbox on this? There we go. That makes things easy. Let's, I guess we could do... It just looks huge in this menu right here. Do one right here. And maybe do another one back here. Because I don't really know what we're going to do in these areas back here. We'll have to find a use for doing something. But that's just a lot of open space, you know, because like the main road comes through here. And then we've got all that open space back there, and it's going to be kind of hard to figure out what to do with it all. So, if you got ideas, make sure you leave them in a comment down below, and let me or Drax know. We could do some cool stuff with it. So yeah, I think that's kind of neat. Yeah, I dig it. And then, I guess I made up more than those. I think that's about it, though. I think we're doing good. So the only thing I gotta do left is I gotta make up the dyes to put inside these torches, and then I'm gonna ask you guys whether or not we should actually do anything on the inside, because like I said earlier in the videos, I'm afraid it'll start lagging things, and I don't really necessarily want to cause any more strain on the server if we can keep from it. But if it doesn't actually cause any kind of problems, then maybe we'll take a look at doing some interior decorating. But we got to think about the other guys on the server also. So let's see. I want to grab these guys and we'll just put it in the windows real quick and then we'll call it quits. So this is actually pretty cool, man. So it's basically a 3x3 build for the most part, I'd say. And let's see. Any more windows? Just this one? Yeah, I think that's good. And then I guess we can put the fireplace in the back. Alright, last final touch, and we'll call this guy done. So we'll put this guy right here in the middle, and then I also brought over a whole bunch of wood so we can get some smoke coming out of it too. Is that straight? I feel like that's pretty close to being straight. Looks good to me. Alright, so we'll chunk that in there, light fire, and then let's step outside and take a look at this guy. I like it. I think it's cool. May not make a whole lot of sense with some of the weird stuff that we did, but I think for the most part it came across really, really nice. So you guys let me know what you think down in the comments below, but that's going to do it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time for some more ARK Survival Evolved Eternal here on the Poop and Evolve server. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.